been a great year, stellar year for South African boxer Smangela Hadebe. This year, Smangela, as she's affectionately known rather as Smash, was named the Female Boxer of the Year at the Boxing SA Awards. She's currently the South African Flyweight Champion as well as the African Union Boxing Champions. So she's South Africa's as well as Africa's #1. She's ranked 16 in the world by the WBC and joins us this morning in studio alongside her manager, Colleen McAusland, to chat to us about the year 2023 as we, of course, look ahead to the year 2024. Ladies, good morning and thank you so much for your time.
Good morning. Thanks, Rachel.
Great. Smash.
Yes.
I need to start with that name, Smash. How did you get that name?
My name Smangela actually is a shortage, for Smash. So I used it in school, so it matches perfectly with boxing.
I thought it might have been like one of those situations where you were smashing your opponent in the ring, so hence the name Smash.
No, not exactly like that, but it matches very perfectly when it comes to boxing. So
Absolutely.
I didn't have to change it or anything.
Yeah, I like that. So talk to us, Smash, about your rise in boxing, because it's an incredible story. Many people don't know this, but you were a formidable cross run at some point in your life before making the switch to the ring. How did that happen?
For me it was easy, I think. It was just a movie I watched, The $1 Million Baby, and then that's when my mind switched and like, okay, let me try boxing. Why not? And I found my passion there, I found the love there, I'm now fighting against women and children who are abused, which is a very flag I'm raising high. And I just love the sport. And to achieve this much from where I started to now, it's just amazing for me.
And let's talk about exactly that. You've achieved so much. You are Africa's #1, Smangela. You are South Africa's #1. You are ranked 16th in the world. Did you ever imagine when you made that switch and you became a professional boxer in 2016, you'd be sitting here in our studios as Africa's #1?
No, I never thought, but I dreamed. And that dream, I think it has come true. I've won the Female Prospect of the Year 2016 and 2017, and I've won the Female Boxer of the Year 2023. I've got my 2 titles. I've also achieved an award, G Sports Awards, on being the newsmaker. So it's quite incredible. There are other achievements which I have forgotten, I think. So I'm just grateful and honored, and I'm proud of myself. That's what I can say. From where I started to now, it's such a great achievement, and a lot of people are proud of me to where I'm coming from, where I'm going, where I am right now.
I'm wondering, I'm hoping that the camera is able to pan and just focus on the belt that is on the table at the moment. This is your African title, right? The African Union belt that you were able to successfully defend twice.
No, once.
That's once.
Yes.
Okay, talk to us about that.
Being the first female in South Africa to actually fight for a full ABU, which is overwhelming. I fought it against a girl from Tanzania, Halima Bunjabe, and it defended against Tanzanian also, Stumai Bunjabe, 2022 in August. So it's such a very good achievement, of which I'm aiming for more titles. I want more titles. I want to be a world champion. I want to raise my name, my flag, my South African flag high, and be one of the boxers that took South Africa to another level. Be the first female to win the WBC, of which I'm aiming for. I'm aiming for that title.
You've got big dreams. Colleen, let me bring you into this conversation. Smangela talking about how she wants to be a world champion, Alayla Ali, maybe in the future. There was an opportunity, though, for Smash to fight her first international fight this year. What happened? That fight did not happen.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is one of the challenges we face in South Africa is the promoters, promising tournaments to happen and then it gets postponed and ultimately gets cancelled. And her opponent from Mexico also pulled out of the fight as well. So that was a challenge for us as well. But, I mean, we're in talks for January for her still to fight for the WBC in South Africa. So January, February, she'll be fighting for that title in South Africa.
What then conversations are you having with Smash about the cancellations? Because it was an opportunity for her to literally get onto the international stage. That's what the fight was all about. Cancelled, the training, the work that goes behind the scenes to ensure that you're ready for a fight like that. almost dies out.
Yes.
Does that take you 10 steps backwards? What happens mentally to her? And of course, you, the manager, because you are essentially responsible to ensuring that your fighter gets fights.
Yes. You know, it's demotivating for the whole team, actually, because, you know, everyone, it's a whole team built around her. So it's frustrating, not only demotivating, but, you know, Smash has proven herself over and over that she's just something special. You know, she doesn't get things let her down. So, you know, she's easy to motivate because she self-motivates, you know. She knows that things happen like this in our country, and she rises above that. You know, for her, it makes it slightly easier because she has 2 sponsors that support her every month. So she's able to still live and pay the rent, you know, and eat. Without that, because boxers only get paid when they fight. And it would have been, she fought the WBC Asia champion this past year, where she beat her, and that was her only fight. So, you know, she should have fought at least 2 more times last year. But, you know, due to empty promises and also promoters not putting on the tournaments, you know, that failed. But, you know, we're keeping positive, and we know that she will fight for the WBC in the new year. And, you know, as a team, you know, you've just got to be motivated. Otherwise, you'll quit. And, you know, she's not a quitter. She's from a little girl. She's fought. She was an abused child. And it just shows you that, you know, there's just something special about her. She doesn't let things get her down. She stays above it.
Smash.
Yes.
You fought only once this year.
Yes.
You're not getting older.
I'm not getting younger.
The reality is that you should be fighting at least as often as possible. Colleen mentions it.
You know,
what's going on in your head when that happens?
I do believe at this stage where I am, I should be fighting more often to get into the shape of that overseas level that they're in, you know, being active. I can't be fighting someone who's good and someone who's well-ranked as I am and having a ring rust. You know, that's because ring rust is real, you know, because I've been training for this WBC title, of which I was prepared. I was even sparring with Heike Butler, of which she helped me through that. And it's not nice. That's one of my dislike in boxing, sparring, you know. So for me, getting sparring from someone who's good and having to have no fights, you know, it's demotivating, but as my manager is saying, I motivate myself. So I need to know that, you know, I've got a family at home. I've got sisters and brothers that they look up to me. So I mustn't give up that easily. You know, I must just keep on going and keep faith and believe that at the right time, God will make it happen.
All right. Well, you kept on going. 2016 debut, professional. It's been 7 years, a 7-year journey. How has the sport evolved since you made your professional debut back in 2016? Is this still, or should I say, is it a safe environment to be in? Are you able to make a living from boxing?
I can say not really, but with the help of my sponsors, of which I got recently also. It was tough before any sponsor because everything used to come from my own pocket. You know, all my managers, all, you know, anyone. My family also. You know, it's very tough when you don't have that people to fall onto, you know. Because boxing is all about boxing. You can't work and then box. Because obviously they need their hours. You need your hours as a sportsman. So you have to balance the two. Me working and boxing, it was difficult. Because sometimes you feel like you're unfit proper for this fight because you haven't trained enough and stuff like that. Yeah. So for me, having sponsors like Drive and RTM Crames to put food on the table every month and also pay my rent, that helps a lot. You know, it's a relief, but I need to get into action and actually fight and fight for what I believe in, what I know will come true and what I know I will succeed in it and go even further. Yes.
Colleen, let's talk about that. Sponsors, she has sponsors, 2 sponsors. I think you also mentioned it in the beginning. She should be a sponsor's dream because she is an African champion. She's South Africa's #1. She's Africa's #1, ranked 16 in the world. Sponsors should be flocking. Why are they not flocking?
I think, you know, it's such a challenge. It's difficult to get sponsorships for a female boxer for some reason. I don't know why. You know, if I had, I would say any company would be running for her. You know, she's a black South African, up and coming. She's always in the media. The media love her. You know, the fans love her. why not sponsor Smash? You know, she's so brandable. I mean, she's such a good product. Why wouldn't they want to sponsor her? You know, I don't understand why. It's not like we don't try, but it's just very difficult to find sponsors for female boxers.
Wow, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Smash, as we round up this conversation, talk to me then about your plans for 2024. Obviously, hopefully that January, February, there will be a fight, a WBC fight. Are those your imminent plans for 2024?
Yes, that's right. After I won the ABU, that was my mind switched to the WBC already, because this gets you ranked to the WBC. So after I get that WBC, and then I'm hopefully going to be ranked to challenge either the silver or the gold, of which I will be very much prepared for that. And I'm only training now, not for my next opponent, for the one above that. And, you know, I just have to fight. You know, you just miss the ring sometimes.
And earlier on, you mentioned such an important issue. I mean, we, as a country, currently observing 16 days of activism against violence on women as well as children in this country. And that's your cause. You fight for abused women and children. Expand on that more. Why?
That's right. I was abused as a child between the age of 7 and 9. I was sexually molested for over 2 years, of which I kept quiet. And I'm fighting against that to tell those children to not keep quiet and to talk about it and get help. To anyone who's listening out there, I just want them to listen to that child and do something about it. We were actually at a home yesterday, of which, you know, I just love the children. You know, the stories are different and some are similar to mine. You know, we get attached. You know, I just feel like they can. I'm glad that there are those who are getting help, and there are those who are still in it, of which they want help. If anything, if you see anything, you know, just also you who are going through it, talk about it. I just want them to talk about it. That's all. And let's not make the perpetrator do it to another person, because the one who did it to me, I'm wondering how many of those children did he do it to, or to whoever. So for me, it's like I wanted to stop. I wanted to stop. Yes.
Colleen, just very quickly, can you give us dates for the fight next year? Are you able to?
So we haven't got set dates yet, but we are looking at end of January, beginning February. That's the talks with the promoter that is going to put her fight on. You know, so we just hope that this is going to come through this time, and she is going to fight, and she's going to make South Africa proud and be the first female to win that world title, WBC world title. You know, she's got it in her. You know, she didn't win that award for nothing. You know, she is definitely South Africa's best female boxer.
With that said, Colleen, you're also the best manager
Thank
for
you.
the year, right?
I was the manager of the year.
Yeah. Ladies, thank you so much for your time this morning. Smash, all the best of luck. We want those fights next year.
Yes. We
want the WBC title. No pressure.
No pressure. No pressure at all.
Ladies, thank you so much. That is, of course, Smash as well as Colleen joining us this morning.